So as I was talking about, certain directions bring on certain energies. So having a north-south home like they did in one time, in one 20-year cycle, and that's what was written about, does not work today. So again, that's a lot of crap when someone says to you, your home this. There are 20, we call them 24 mountains. And those 24 mountains are like your north one, north two, north three. So it's not just north, okay? And so every direction has 3 sectors. So this is why it does not work today. No 2 homes are the same, no 2 people are the same, and this is how we work it. The other is, as I said before we cut out, is lifting the roof off, lifting the roof and the ceiling. It's got to be exposed to the universe. When I learned this, it was meant to be exposed 15, as in 15 days for wax, 15 days to wane, and we're talking about the moon here. Today, as in 24 hours, you take the roof and the ceiling. It's got to be exposed to heaven. So when you go and put this ceiling and roof back on, it has a new destiny because heaven met earth, and that's how it works, okay? So again, when you are looking at a home, if this home has already been owned, was owned and they've sold, why did they sell? It's when we as consultants do a home, I can tell you exactly why they sold, because it's in the energy of the home. We read that. We read the numbers. We read the formula. We read the method. So pre-owned, meaning if there was divorce, conflict, bail, criminals, bankruptcy, that energy will still be there. So you do need to cleanse it. What people don't understand is that energy of that negative or positive, either, is in the carpet, it's in the wall, it's in the paint, it's in the frames, it's in the door handles, because people's energy stays there, that kind of thing. So again, you may need to cleanse, etc. Get someone to do it, or you do it yourself. When we are applying Feng Shui to the environment, what you are facing is open space. That's what we need. So when the energy of the dragon comes down, you know it as wind, it stops at a boundary. The boundary is water. Water is your front. So it stops at this boundary, nourishes, and then goes on again. Where it stops, we need to give it somewhere so it can identify this is your front door. And it's going to strengthen, influence the energy, and then go off. And this is kind of like you open your front door, there's the mouth of Qi and the energy. The alignment of where you place everything is a little bit different. So where you align everything, where you put everything in this house, has to do with the flying star then. For you, if you are planning to sell your home or you want to buy a home, if it is near a cemetery or a church or whatever, it's got nothing to do with that. A home is yang. If you are facing a cemetery, it's 100% yin. They're not, what do we call it? The bone orchard or whatever you want to call it. It's yin. We are yang. We are living. We're in the house of the living. If opposite you is the house of the dead, that's yin and yang. Do not think, I'm not going to buy this house because there's a cemetery across the road. I'd be more worried about what the energies are. Hi, Zara. So if you're a church is yin. And what a church does is it does the tingling of its bells. It chimes or rings the bell. And that makes the air 100% pure. So I wouldn't mind that. Police station, yes, it's got criminals, etc. It doesn't mean you're going to become a criminal. There's a river between the station and you, which means the water cleanses everything. And this is not just in Feng Shui, it's in every philosophy. And that energy is not going to cross over the water to you. Same with the cemetery, okay? So again, that before you start doing that. So what you want around this home and around this block, so that you are creating that containment when you are buying or selling a home, you need that turtle. The turtle gives you stability, gives you security. So when you are threatened, you're protected, like that shell. It goes into its shell. Your home is that shell. When you are standing there looking onto the road, you want to have protection from your left-hand side, which is what we call the dragon. So that dragon gives you wisdom because it comes from heaven. It gives you wisdom. So you see things come before they actually happen. A home that's on a corner loses that wisdom unless you put up a fence or mature trees. And then you keep that wisdom and contain it. When you have the right-hand side is the tiger. The tiger is courage to move forward. Again, homes that are on the corner this way lose that courage. So you need to put up that fence line or put up your trees to give you the armchair arrangement. You've got your turtle, the dragon, the tiger. Then you want the open space in front of you. That open space in front of you is so you can put your feet up when you're sitting in this armchair. So that's the phoenix. And the phoenix reinvents itself. It regenerates, it's rebirthed from the ashes. And that's what we want at the front of our home. So the next time you look at a house, from what you can see, is look at it that way. It will change the way you are thinking. It will influence your energy of, do I have wisdom here? Do I have courage here? Do I have rebirth here? Do I have stability and security here? And that's the first part of you wanting to buy a home or sell your home. It's got to have what we call the environment around it to contain it. So it's no use having a home with no back. There's no fence line. It's just acreage. There's no containment there. So when people come to look at this home, they're not going to feel secure because the back is open. There's no stability there. And that's what the first part of it is, form school. And just keep in mind, if we don't have that form school, that environment, we need to stand there with our compass to take a reading. We need that back. We need that stability at the same time. We can still do the reading without a back, as in, mountain, fence, trees. But it's better if we do have it. It gives you security and stability to start off with. Okay, so that's the first part, which has turned into 3 small parts because our beautiful NBN, but not saying anything negative, don't want it to cut out, it decided to take a couple of naps in between. So that's how that works. The other thing is, why do you use the purpose of using Feng Shui? The purpose is so that you create this house, and this house has then good energy. It's hard enough to live in this world, so why do you want to be challenged by your home in that way? The other is, when you are applying this, you are applying it to the principles of Feng Shui environment, form school, and then the flying star, the compass. And again, planning accordingly with the difficult energy, this home then can be prosperous. If you're planning and this home has nothing good there, and the reading tells you there's nothing good there, yeah, I normally would say yes. And Zara, I've refused NBN. Well, I asked to go back to ADSL, but it's not in my area anymore. Anyway, and so improve the fortune, the influence, your fortune, your influence on this home. It's your destiny is harder to change because it's set. You do have free will. So why not? When you do come into bad luck, this home then takes care of you. Yesterday I went into a home, and the husband and wife both had Bill Gates chart. They actually had the 3 dogs, Yang Water, just like Bill Gates. And I said, this is Bill Gates' chart, like that. Okay? I don't know if they're born on the same day, but it was like that. They're 3 storages. Yet, it's quite the opposite. They've never lived in a good home, so they could make the most out of their energies. Okay, so basically we've moved them out of the room to put them in a room where it's assets, achievements, and accomplishments. So to let them enjoy the Bill Gates chart at least now, even though they're older, but so be it. So when you are supporting your energy at the same time, and you create this harmonious living environment inside and out. So on Saturday, I'll be talking about inside and what body parts and organs, etc., that it affects if you actually don't take better care of that. Okay. So thank you. And my apologies for the cutting out, but I will put them in order accordingly so you can watch it too. See you tomorrow.